Okay, I want to go back a little bit in time and to ask you about how you get into the blues and why you choose harmonica and not other instruments. I know you are playing a little guitar, but not every time at the concert. Mainly, you are known as a very good and a high professional harmonica player and a very influential one, because I know you learn from the masters from the past, but you also are a big influence for the new generations of harmonica players.
What was the question? Well, when I was a kid, there were harmonicas around the house. Just my dad played, and I just fooled around with them. I wasn't thinking about blues. I was just a little kid at first, but I became a fan of blues as I got older. And at some point, I thought, well, you know, I got a harmonica here, and I like the way it sounds. I should just try to play my own blues. And because to me, listening to blues made me feel so good, I thought if I could play my own blues, it must feel even better. So I'd take my harmonica and I'd go out in the woods and just try to figure out stuff and just play. And I started teaching myself. And but I didn't have a dream about being a professional musician. I just wanted to play the blues because it made me feel good. And when I was a little kid, I was kind of a lonely kid, and so the blues was my comforter.
Yeah, I understand.
And then my dad gave me his guitar when I was about 13, so I had the guitar and the harmonica. But when I got to Chicago, there were tons of guitar players and not that many harmonica players, so I was being offered work as a harmonica player. So my guitar playing sort of leveled off and my harmonica playing kept going.
I understand. Yeah. And you have the big chance to meet all the maybe all the most important harmonica players from the classic period, from the classic years. Big Walter, Little Walter, Sonny Boy, maybe Snooky Pryor, maybe Junior Wells, Carrie Bell, and all these big names. You try to take some ideas from each and every one of them, and after that to develop to get into your own way of playing.
Well, I listen to everybody. I mean, to me it seems like everybody has something to offer. Even some guy playing on the street corner that never made a record, he's got some kind of new little twist on playing that's just his thing that he made up, you know. So I listen to everybody and just soak it all up. And then, you know, my idea was always to play your own blues. You learn from your environment, and just like how you learn how to talk, you have an accent, that's the way you talk, that you learn from the environment you grew up in. Well, I learned to play based on what I heard around me. I didn't try to play like one particular person. I might take one lick from here and one from there and put them together and add my own thing to it, and in the end it's my own style.
Can we compare the harmonica with the human voice?
I think so. I think that's one of the things that's really appealing about the harmonica. Sometimes I call playing the blues on the harmonica singing the blues without words, because it's like a voice, and you actually breathe in and out of the harmonica. It's the only instrument you breathe in and out of, and you can bend notes, you can make it sound happy, make it sound sad. It's very expressive.
Okay, moving a little bit in your career, you start your career in a year when all around the world, but especially in Great Britain, in England and the United States, it was a very good period for all sorts of musicians, for progressive music, for hard rock, for blues, for folk and everything. And in 1967 started what they call in the history of music the Summer of Love, and that period, hippie period. And you made your debut on Vanguard Records, as much as I remember, in 1966 or 67 or something like this, the official debut on record. And in the same period started Paul Butterfield, almost in the same period. And many people consider that the modern times for the blues, and especially for harmonica blues, was in 1960, when at Newport, Muddy Waters go on that stage and spread the blues around in front of a white audience. That was never happened before. You considered yourself, and I understand that you were a good friend with Paul Butterfield.
Mm-hmm.
You consider yourself and Paul Butterfield the main, let's say, the ground zero where from the modern harmonica blues evolved to these days?
Well, at the time, we were just kids having fun. We really loved blues, and we were just hanging out in the clubs where they played blues, and we didn't know what we were doing. I mean, we didn't.
You didn't realize the importance of your work at that moment?
No, we didn't. I mean, we thought we were doing something cool, but because we were just having fun. We didn't know if it was ever going to amount to anything, or if it was even possible to have a career in this music. We were young with no responsibilities, no family, just chasing women and drinking and having a good time. It was just a party. And being a harmonica player or any kind of a musician, if you could get paid, this is like getting paid to party.
Yeah.
So it was just fun, and we did love the music, though. I mean, we had a lot of respect for the music, and devoted to the music. And all the musicians, the older guys like Muddy and Wolf and Sonny Boy and Little Walter and Big Walter, they were all really encouraging to us and supportive. So this kept us going. They'd always have us sit in, and it was great to get that support from them. That gave us belief in ourselves to keep going. But we didn't. When it's happening to you, you're not aware of the historical part of it. You're just in the middle of it.
Okay.